wait a minute. I just changed my mind. Fuck Steezy, bro. Steezy. What's like? You know what? The Steez?
Oh, the Steezy stories.
Steezy, Izzy, Steezy stories.
Yeah, that one works.
We did it. Alright, what's going on YouTube? This is Steezy, Izzy, Steezy Stories. This is Steezy, Izzy,
Dirty Birdo.
and we're heading to the park right now. We're going to Mount Harupa. About to go discuss music today. For those of you guys that don't know, I go by AUDIOMANIC. I'm a recording artist, music producer. I've been doing this for about 10 years now. I've been doing it kind of, locked in my basement. I haven't been putting it out too much. I got some stuff on Soundcloud, little things here and there. So if I were to ask you right now, what would you say is the first artist that got you like hooked onto music?
With music, well, it was hip hop, and it was Run DMC.
Damn.
Yeah, old school. That I heard. Then when I got a little older, I got into like high school, and you're getting that rebellious stage. Then I started getting the underground, the Mortal Technique, Jedi Mind Tricks.
That's and I remember we talked about that earlier. Jedi Mind Tricks was the first group that I remember you specifically. You might have told me about other artists, but I still remember the first time you told me about Jedi Mind Tricks. It blew my mind. It was just one of those things where like it was just like you connect two dots together and they blow up. I remember E-Man one time, our friend E-Man one time, we call him Cynical Sace. He called me because Izzy Paz, yeah. He started calling me Izzy Paz, and then it just kind of like blew my mind. I was like, man, like let me find out why the people are calling me that, So I started looking into Jedi Mind Tricks, and I noticed I had like a really big similarity to like how he grew up. It's just like Vinny Paz was just one of those like badass motherfuckers. He loved boxing. He loved like that grittiness, like that heart. He liked being different. He always had like that style where just like, you know what I mean? Like he didn't want to follow the rules, and he was always a rebel without I was a rebel without a cause, but I felt like he had a cause, and that's what made me like not worship him, but just you make a left right here, like this little.
All right, where we at?
All right, so we're back. So now we got to the nature center right here at Harupa Hills. You can check out the mountain all the way up there.
Let's see. Let's go back. The ice doesn't look all bad,
There's some greenery. That's where people go smoke their trees and shit whenever they're bored.
Smoke the trees with the trees.
You know what I'm saying?
So the second guy I would say that was like the next notch for me was Mortal Technique.
Yeah, Mortal Technique.
Mortal Technique.
I remember when we went to go see him live. I was like, hey, can you sign the back of my head?
That guy he's one person for the people. Like I hate this fool for it. Rock the Bells. This was like, I don't know, how many years ago? 5 years ago? 6, probably more.
It was like a long time ago, yeah.
Back in our younger days, and I go to the bathroom, and when I go to the bathroom, Mortal Technique is walking around the festival, just talking to everybody. So this guy got to meet Mortal Technique.
I saw him walking next to Diabolic, and they were both walking right next to me, and he was super short. So like I see him, I'm like, is that Mortal Technique? And I was like, he can't be that short.
Yeah.
Whatever. And I go to him, I was like, yo, Technique, what's up? And he was just me mugging, just like. I was like, what's up, dog? I was like, whatever. And I was just like I noticed his tune changes whenever he has girlfriends and shit.
Oh yeah, he wants to get all sweet.
Yeah, he gets all sweet whenever when all the girlfriends come through. But yeah, Mortal Technique was dope as fuck, man. Like he was just a sick ass OG, man. Like
Dance with the Devil was the first song.
Man, that song blew my mind. And when he said at the end, he's like, when the people ask him, like, did this really happen? And he goes, this shit happens in the hood every single day. Yep. That shit gave me chills, bro. So,
anytime I show that song to anybody, they hear it, and then you get to the end. You get to the end of that song. Oh my god!
If you haven't heard it, go check it out right now.
Go check it out for sure.
Well, you know who it was that the first? Because look, I got into music when I was a little kid, but I never like really dived in until Jimi Hendrix. Because Jimi Hendrix was the one where like I could relate to him, because I got diagnosed bipolar in 2011, And when I got diagnosed, like, it all made sense. It was like, oh shit, this is why I love Jimi Hendrix so much. Because like, he was bipolar, he went through all this crazy shit, he went through the whole drug phase that I had, he went through that same everything, like everything that I went through, he had already been through it, he put it out in his music. So I felt like I could relate a lot more to him after I got diagnosed. It made so much more sense to me. That was one of the artists that, like, once I got into his music, it just changed my life forever.
Yo, put in the comments your favorite artist who has something diagnosed with you. If you don't want to say what you're diagnosed with, that's all right.
You can say this to the artist.
But favorite artists, I want to know artists with other mental conditions or mental disorders that gave you guys inspiration. That would be pretty dope.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people have been dealing with this mental health thing, and everybody's different. Some people will deal with anxiety, some people deal with depression, bipolar, personality disorders, all kinds of different things, and it's tough for people to admit. But, you know, this is what we're here for. We're here to bring it out and get rid of the stigma.
That's why we're also talking about music. That's one thing that helps out.
Music music is an expression of your depression.
This looks like a beautiful place to sit down.
Yes, sir.
Like, this is it's just right there on the pond. Oh, trees.
Look at the beauty.
Look at all those chickens. Walked all the way back to the car. I forgot my Gatorade.
Typical Birdo.
This is the life.
Typical Birdo.
Dehydrated. Just going back to my rehydration.
Shit. So now we're back, and we were talking about music and the way it makes people feel.
Yeah.
So here's the thing with music. In order for people to enjoy music, they have to physically feel it. There's certain people that get goosebumps for some reason, and I get goosebumps too for whenever I hear certain songs. And I feel like the reason that we get goosebumps is because it's relatability. Whenever you've been through something and you know that feeling and you experience it, it just gives you chills. You know, it's kind of like it opens up a different chakra in your body. I know we're getting a little spirit. We're spirit sciencing right now, bro.
Spirit science is so hard, bro.
So hard, but straight up, like, I feel like it's like you tapped into one of your chakras. Like, anytime you hear a song that you feel like you've been through
it connects you.
And exactly, whenever you connect to a music, it's just like it opens up a deeper part of you that you didn't even know you had.
You know, for those that may not know, every color also has a sound, right?
So the way that every color has a vibration or frequency, and every frequency emits a sound.
There we go.
So whenever you hear a song, there's a reason why the music videos exist. They give you certain colors and certain visualizations because that's what the song is trying to portray. At the end of the day, the music is what gives you the feeling. Without the vibration going in through your ears and resonating inside of your body and vibrating inside of you, you don't feel the emotions that the picture is trying to bring to you, because it's not a complete picture. It's like watching a movie in black and white. Like, you don't get the full emotion of it because it's like your eyes aren't being stimulated fully.
I'm gonna say the color, and this guy's gonna describe what the wavelength looks like.
All right,
we're
let's
gonna
do it.
Okay. Blue.
Blue is like a sine wave. It's just like a perfect, like if you're looking at a, you know, like in the water and shit. If you're looking at the water, it's just like a perfect wave. You know, it's just like it's like a smooth wave.
Red.
Triangle wave. So it spikes up and it spikes down.
Okay. Purple.
Ooh, purple. That's a tough one. Purple. I feel like I imagine a wave going up and then a bunch of squiggles and then the wave goes down.
Yellow.
Yellow, imagine it like a really spiky saw going forwards. So like imagine a saw like a spike, but like and then it spikes up and then it just goes back down.
So it's facing us.
Yeah, it's facing us.
Orange.
Orange is it's going in the opposite direction, but like it's not as spiky. So it's imagine a wave that shoots up, but it rounds out.
Green.
Ooh, that's a really tough one. I feel like green is more like it's more like it's not a wave. It's more of like multiple multiple waves colliding into one. It's almost like a star, kind of like shooting out at you. And the way that something sounds, that should match your videos. Whenever you guys are making music videos, make sure that the sounds that you're making also correspond with the right colors.
So that's a good challenge for anybody trying to get into music. You try to make a track that can also reflect a certain sound that makes other people go, when I hear this, I think this color. That's a real challenge, but that's also a challenge where you're gonna feel accomplished.
Eventually, some of y'all are gonna develop synesthesia. Synesthesia is where you can actually see the color of sounds. So it's like
it just sounds like a bad acid trip.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's what acid does. It connects all your senses together, so they overlap with each other. That's why the colors that you see are the sounds that you're hearing, and you just don't realize it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
All right.
But who knew? I mean, what are you listening to us for? You know, we're just a bunch of fucking...
This is such a nonsense. We could have been lying about this the whole time.
We could be lying right now, but who knows? Maybe this is our spirit science, you know, just fucking...
I'm spirit sciencing so hard.
So hard right now. I'm just aligning my chakras real quick. It's only a matter of time until we say something stupid.
You think you could drink this water?
There's step number 1.
Episode 2 done in the books. Next episode we're gonna be talking art, tattoos. This episode was Izzy's side of the spectrum. Next episode is...
And we're going to the crazy side of the spectrum.
Wah, 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 wah. Like, subscribe, all that good shit.
Leave a comment. Peace.